Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's Lauren Johnson here with some strange things that I've been experiencing during my pregnancy. So I am at I always mess this up, but I'm at the last bit of my second trimester. I'm about to go into the third trimester, and this is the things that I've experienced up to now. Of course, everyone's bodies are different and everyone's experiences are different, but these are mine, and yeah, it's quite interesting. It's been a journey, so let's get into it. So I'm going to be using my phone just because I made all the notes on my phone so that I don't forget, because preggy brain is real. So number one is the bladder. So I would say before I've reached the 5th month, let's say especially between 3 and 4 months, I've experienced me peeing in my pants uncontrollably quite a lot. So basically, when I cough, a little bit of pee comes out. When I sneeze, pee comes out. It became so annoying. It's not even embarrassing, it's like annoying, because I just changed, I just put on fresh undies, I just came out of the shower, I'm feeling great, and then all of a sudden I just peed in my pants. So that has been a big deal for me during that time. The reason why is obviously, I guess my body is changing and getting used to the growing uterus and the growing baby, so obviously, pressure is being put onto the bladder. So you can read up more on it. This is just how it logically makes sense to me. One awkward experience I had was I was about to take a shower and I was naked, and I went to the living room to ask my partner something. I forgot what happened or what the situation was, but I don't know if I coughed or I sneezed, but water just gushed out of me. And when I say water, it's like when you watch a movie and your water breaks, like it literally looked like there was like water on the floor. It was a lot. It wasn't just like little drips of pee or whatever the case might be. It was pee. So what I done I won't say to prevent it, but more to make the situation a bit more manageable, obviously I would wear panty liners. Panty liner can only do that much, so there was times, I think there was a time I even wore nappy, what am I saying? Sometimes I would like to wear nappy. There was a time I wore pad just to put it to the test, because I was just like, this is not working for me. But like I said, it was a very irritating phase. It felt like it lasted a bit, but it didn't last that long. So that's what I did. So you can wear panty liners, you can wear a pad perhaps, just to absorb that little bit of a drop. I don't know, whatever works for you, but that was quite awkward. Right now I am at 26 weeks, and at least while I'm recording this, I'm at 26 weeks. What happens for me during this time is I go to the loo at night while sleeping, probably about 3 times. I go to the loo quite often, and I try not to suppress the feeling of needing to go to the loo, because it does put a lot of pressure. I don't know if it's what it's putting pressure on. Sometimes you can't pinpoint these things, but yeah. Number 2 is dark spots or skin pigmentation, if we could put it that way. So what's been happening is that I've started noticing that my inner thighs are becoming quite dark. Actually, I didn't quite notice it. I was told, oh, your inner thighs becoming dark, because also what happens is you can't really, you don't look at your body the same way, and you can't really see, places that you used to. Also, my breasts, I won't say they became darker, but it's more like uneven skin tone. So it would be like a dark patch over here, and then normal skin over there, and a dark patch over there. My armpits, I've noticed that my armpits are definitely darker, and I've been trying to use a product that I came across that is for the face, but I'm using it for here, and hoping that it will actually help. Also, there was a time I felt that my armpits was smelly, like it was weird. It was a weird smell, a smell that I've never experienced before, because for me, even if I take a shower and I somehow forget to put deodorant on, I don't really smell hectically. But this one day I did forget. I was busy doing errands or household things, and I gave my partner a hug, and he was like, ooh. And he never says that because I smell like roses like all the time. It was clear to me that something is happening, and I would say that that is more of a hormonal change. Point number 3 are breasts. So my breasts have grown quite a lot. So it could just be genetics or whatever the case might be, but my breast has grown a lot, and just they're angry, you know, when your boobs just look so angry. And then also they became quite itchy. But I think when different parts of my body became itchy, and especially my breast and my tummy, I would just put oil on. Another common thing is that the areola becomes quite big and dark. Yo guys, like, they are big and they are also very dark. What was interesting to learn is that it's also because baby, you know, the vision is a bit blurred, and so it helps the baby to see, and therefore it is darker and bigger so that the baby can see. So that has been quite interesting to just experience. It was very strange at first. Obviously, if your body changes drastically, it is strange, but yeah, it's quite common. In number 4, hair on my stomach. So I've always had a bit of hair, but the hair on my stomach has grown. They've multiplied. They've put their friends and their brothers and their uncles and their sisters and their grandmas, and they're all just chilling here, having a party. I'm not a very hairy person. I've got hair, but I mean, I can shave it or grow back in time or whatever the case may be. But I wouldn't consider myself a very hairy person, but my stomach is quite hairy. Not in a very unattractive way or like in a concerning way. I've heard of people that shave their stomachs. I don't think I'll be doing that. But it is hairy, and it is new, and it is strange. But okay, so number 5 is spots, beauty spots and freckles. I started getting these things on my face. Now I see they are busy developing on my neck and chest area. I think they are like moles or freckles. How I associate with them is seeing them on a more older person. My mom has them, and you'd think you'd get it maybe at an older stage, and so when I got them, I'm like, whoa, am I aging? Obviously I am aging, but you know what I mean. I hope that they don't become any bigger, because I have heard of these things becoming cancerous, but no weapon of evil shall prosper. Then number 6 is veins. I started noticing veins on my breast, especially when my breast grew so drastically. You could see quite a lot of those green looking veins on your breast. Also, I noticed them on my tummy, particularly where the dark line, most people have the dark line at the bottom of the belly or the top, or both at the bottom and the top. And I think I started seeing the vein run above my belly. Number 7 is my belly button. So we all have different looking belly buttons. Some have outies, some have innies, and mine is more of an inner belly button. But because of my growing belly, my belly is starting to pop out, but it's not, it hasn't popped out, it's like partially popped out. So it's like an awkward looking, like I'm inward and I want to come out, but I'm not out. Like, it looks very strange. And then also around the belly there's a bit of discoloration, but nothing too hectic. But I also feel that because the belly is stretching, it only makes sense that it would look a bit bruised in a sense. I had a belly ring years back. Basically where my belly button was and the hole of the belly ring was, they were more closer to each other, but now they have separated, or they've distanced in a sense. So it's quite interesting to see that as the belly does grow. Number 8, beauty. My hairs became quite dry. Yeah, that's the one thing I noticed. My hair is dry, so I I try to moisturize it. I try to do like a deep conditioning as often as I can. I'm not sure if it's due to weather change. Also, I have done a big chop end of last year. I'm still getting used to my natural hair and all that, but I have noticed that it's very dry. Also with my skin, I don't see any major changes. Obviously there are people that say, oh, you're glowing, and I do appreciate that. I don't see any major changes in the sense of breakouts or clear skin. Number 9 is gas. I do let go quite a bit. I'm not sure if it's due to pregnancy or just because I'm eating a lot of different things. I let go quite a bit. I don't think there's more to say about it. It's normal, it's natural. Then also acid reflux. I haven't been experiencing a lot, but there are moments where I have that random moment of acid reflux, and to the point where it's like you've kind of like vomited a bit in your mouth, and it's like, and you have to just, you know, like literally just clean your mouth. I do have IBS, and I think considering I have IBS, which is irregular bowel syndrome, I haven't experienced anything too traumatic, which I'm grateful for. Number 10, so there's bloatedness, like when you aren't pregnant and you're bloated, but then when you are pregnant, there's a different level of bloatedness. It's like extremely uncomfortable. So I'm really conscious of what I eat, not what I eat, but more of knowing when to stop, or knowing that, okay, I'm full now, or I had enough. Because sometimes, you know, you don't feel the bloat immediately, or you don't feel that you're full immediately. It comes as an after effect. So I'm very mindful of that, because it does feel extremely uncomfortable, and especially because your body, things in your body are moving around, your organs are moving around, things feel like it's suppressing you, because sometimes I feel like, I can't breathe, because I don't know if it's my boobs that are suffocating me, or if it's actually, you know, I don't know. So the point is that I try not to overeat so that I don't feel this extreme uncomfortability, because it's really not nice. And 11 is bleeding gums, and this is the last one for me. There were times during my pregnancy, and it's not all the time, where I can literally see, like as I'm brushing my teeth and I look at myself in the mirror, it's literally like I have a bloody mouth. And the reasoning is because your gums are swelling, and there is a bit of inflammation in the gums, and it is a natural part of pregnancy. You have to be very mindful of being oral hygienic. So yeah, I brush my teeth, I gargle with mouthwash. I don't bleed all the time, but there were times where it was like strangely bloody in my mouth. That is my weird experiences thus far, and just something that doesn't even need a number, but something that I think is quite funny is, as my stomach started growing, I noticed that when I look down, I can't see my lady parts, which was quite funny to me. I don't know if it's funny to you, but I don't know if it's funny. I'm like, I can't see my vajayjay. Sometimes, you know, when we're shaving, I do need a bit of assistance, which I think is all normal. Thank you so much for watching. Please do share your experiences with me. I would love to know. I love to exchange this sort of information. Thank you so much. Please check me out on Instagram, and I hope to see you in my next video. Wishing all the mommies and mommies to be love and light, and look after yourself and your loved ones.